I got Dunkin' Donuts, so if you hear slurping or
Okay.
sipping,
That's what it is. Alright.
Okay, I'm pulling up our notes.
I'll do the intro. Okay. So,
Okay.
this is the Truth Runs Deep, our podcast of all things SVU, organized crime, and fan fiction writing. I'm Kalli.
And I'm Terryn.
And if you haven't
listened to us before, welcome.
Yeah, definitely welcome. We hope you enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
we should probably
start with the big thing.
Yeah, the big thing. If I could pull my notes, Oh, anyway, we know what it is. Might as well just rip the band-aid off while I pull up our notes.
Warren Leight, the showrunner of SVU, is leaving for the second time?
Yeah, second time. Yeah.
Second time. But he's taking a break and he's not returning for season 24.
Yeah, sadly.
It's bittersweet because after everything this guy has done for the show, especially with the pandemic going on, he deserves a break.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and with the pandemic, with all the crossovers, with trying to deal with like guest stars and sets and everything, understand if he needs a break, and he deserves it.
He really does.
He definitely does.
I know the man is not perfect, but for all the good things that he has done for the show, he deserves a break.
Definitely.
And I pulled up a tweet that he wrote, and I don't think I realized how many characters he actually gave us.
Yeah, I remember they get a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. So, Barba, Rollins, Creasy, Amaro, Dodds, Tameen, Garland, Calhoun, Efron, Murphy, Maxwell, Batiste, Lewis, and so on. Those are all the actors he either brought on, characters he either wrote, or including like ones with actors that he brought on the show.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Like, I know the
first one we ever got from him, I believe. Actually, if it was Rollins, because Rollins is on before Barba.
Yes.
So technically, if we go with that, it might be the first character ever gave us was Rollins. Possibly.
It's either Rollins. Does Nick show? No, Rollins shows up first in 13-1, and then Nick comes on 13-2.
Yeah. So then, but
like, think the one that we like knew that he created
most famously is Barba.
Was Barba. But no, it has to be Barba because
the most famous anyway of his characters he's created is Barba.
Yeah.
For SV.
Yeah. The most famous one everyone created was Barba. He wrote Barba specifically for Raoul because both Raoul and he did Leap of Faith on Broadway before, but unfortunately the show closed. It did not do well. It should have.
It's a good music, but we haven't listened to it.
So the show yes.
We're plugging that.
Just because Raoul will like growls constantly.
We have a lot of things to plug in this one episode. A lot of stuff has come out since we recorded.
We will.
You haven't watched Glimpse yet, but Glimpse is so good.
I have to watch it because
I got like a gift card from my work today from Amazon. I'm like, okay, probably will use it to rent the movie later tonight. I have to just for him.
So good.
Yeah. So Raoul and Warren did Leap of Faith together. The show unfortunately closed. Raoul was like, unfortunately, he was devastated, and like, there's like a point where I think he said in interviews like, I did not want to do any work again. But then Warren contacted him and was like, I'm writing a character for you on SVU. Would you come and do it? And he said yes, and the rest is history.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be a guest star. Barbara was supposed to be a recurring character.
Yeah. He originally started as reoccurring. Fans loved him so much he became regular.
Yep.
And now, even after he left,
still a beloved guest star.
But we also have to point out that originally the one of the big reasons why Raul left SVU in the first place is because of Warren leaving the first time.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big thing.
That, and he thought he explored everything that Barbara could be about, and he had been on the show for 6 seasons, but
they hadn't done any very much character progression, and they didn't do any either in very little in season 19, just a little bit more.
Yeah.
But not really.
It's bittersweet that Warren's final episode before the break,
his break is
the fact that we get the one with Brolo coming back on the finale.
Yep. A final call at Ferlini's bar.
Yeah.
I know episode titles.
They keep posting the behind the scenes. Yeah, they keep posting the behind the scenes photos of Roll and Mariska at Ferlini's, and I'm like, why are you doing this to us?
Stop! You're causing to be suffering. I don't know if you're causing to be suffering
Stop
or
not. So
I know that
Warren has said before, like, Creasy is one of his favorite characters.
Because I think he said it
like reminds him a lot of him. Don't quote me on that, but we love him too.
We do.
And the fact that he
most recently brought Betty Buckley on, and she's already because I know she was on the show before, so think it means she possibly worked with him, but also probably knew her for theater stuff. Anyway, the fact that she's been on for maybe 4 episodes.
I thought it was more than that. It seemed like it was more than that. I don't remember.
Anyway, and even she's already giving him praise.
Yes.
All these goodbye tweets are I'm emotional.
Emotional. Our favorite word is emotional. We use that word for literally everything. I'm emotional.
Also, that
she didn't know he was leaving, and
I was
the day was what is going on?
And then he talked about it. He's like, it was the cast party, and I wasn't gonna make them sad at the cast party.
Wait, I think, of course, one of the most beautiful ones was, I can't compare them, honestly, but one of the most beautiful ones had to be Mariska's, obviously. Demores was beautiful.
Daddy's was beautiful.
Everybody had, almost, nothing, basically, so much good things to say about him. So, from these two SVU fans, Warren, thank you for everything you have done for the show, for survivors, for the actors that you brought on the show, just everything. Your commitment to telling the stories that need to be told that need to be told when they need to be told, especially, is something that we won't forget for ever.
Yeah, definitely. If you ever listen to this, Warren, we never know if you will or not, but we really do have to thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
If you ever do,
thank you.
A big thank you to you. You wouldn't have our friendship, and you definitely wouldn't have this podcast without SVU. So it really means a lot to us that you created such wonderful characters and telling stories.
Yeah.
So it makes us really happy, and we're, even though we'll still be making this podcast for, who knows.
Yeah.
But we really want to thank you for all the hard work and love you put into SVU. So
yes,
I don't really know what to say, but we're really, really, really grateful. So big thank you. So yes. I guess after we stop being sad and mopey, I think we can get into the episodes.
Oh no, we'll be sad and mopey later. It's okay.
Okay, it's later time. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to get into our episodes.
Yeah.
The 20th episode of 22. No, that's incorrect. I can't count. The final 3.
23.
Yeah.
Final 3 episodes. It's 23-20.
Yeah, 23-20. So for SVU, it is Did You Believe in Miracles? And for Organized Crime, it's Lost Ones.
But we're gonna start with Did You Believe in Miracles?
We will. So.
So, what's the first thing that's
scene with Olivia and Noah?
Yes, that's the very first scene. I think.
We get. Okay.
Well, let's start with that.
No, I think it's after. No, I think it's actually after the opening credit. After the opening credits, actually. after the theme song. Actually, there's like a tiny bit about the episode before then. Oh no, it's not.
I don't
I'm wrong.
remember.
No,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
you're right. It's them because they're watching Noah's dance video. Never mind.
Yeah,
You're correct.
We get a cute little video, and I'm assuming it was like Alice in Wonderland because there's like bunnies and clocks or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like a cute little bunny, and he's doing his dance, and it was like an old clip. I
Mhm.
think
So cute.
it was adorable. Or maybe it wasn't old. Anyway, Olivia was like, "Oh my gosh, this is great."
She said, "We have some older ones," and he was like, "No, Mom,
Nope,
it's a surprise."
Stole the iPad. It's a surprise. How sweet.
It was. He's like, "This is your Mother's Day present." I was like, "Oh, my little heart. They make me happy."
God, like Brian has said multiple times that Mariska's like his TV mom, and you can very clearly see it.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
Yeah, we'll talk about a little more at the end of the episode. Yeah. I think it makes more sense at the end where it's Mother's Day, but yes,
we gotta do it in order.
In order.
Sorry, I'm just reading one of the notes you wrote.
I write some funny stuff sometimes. I do it on purpose to give you a giggle so we don't cry the whole time.
Oh, trust me, do you know how much crap I put in caps locks for organized crime?
Oh yeah, I go back and
there for a reason. Anyway, we'll get to that.
It's really funny. We had to make it funny and enjoyable because the episode was kind of trash, but whatever.
Yeah, there was only one good thing about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're getting ahead of ourselves. You just started right now.
Yeah. Okay. So Mother's Day scene. Then we get to the case.
Yeah.
It was actually
really interesting how the case was brought to them.
Yeah.
So the little boy is talking with his teacher, and she's they're looking at a family picture he drew, and he's talking about his sister Beth and how she went away with somebody named Luke.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, just good on the teacher for noticing his wording and then calling SVU immediately, calling the police immediately. Good on her. So we find out a little bit about the family. They go talk to their best parents, and we find out that Beth is on a mission trip with her church, and especially with the
or so we think anyway.
Or so we think with Luke Davis. I think it said Luke Davis.
Yeah, it's somewhere we probably his full name somewhere.
I don't remember the other one, but yeah. So Luke Davis, and they're building homes for the homeless or whatever. They go to where the site where the mission is happening, and neither of them are there. Nobody's really telling them anything. And then eventually they go to the past. I don't know. More investigating.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to figure out the parents. Talk to the parents, and both of the parents are she's fine. She's with Luke. And SVU is you let your daughter go away, your 14-year-old daughter go away with a grown man.
Yeah, it's real weird.
Trip. Okay.
It's real weird because even I do church work, and we have what's called safe sanctuary. So it's a policy you have to follow. One of them in particular is you cannot have minors in your car. So it's
good rule.
Yeah, this is training.
So we get more information. Then they end up going to talk to the pastor and his wife. And the wife is I didn't want to say this. I didn't know if I should say it. And we find out Luke Davis isn't even Luke Davis.
No.
His name is actually Nick. And he's I don't know.
His family has some money or something. They're kind of rich. I don't really know.
He's got a problem. So they go tell the parents, they split into two different things. So Olivia goes to tell the parents, and then Rollins and I think, Rollins and Finn go to talk this. So we found out his name is actually Nick.
Mm-hmm.
So they go to talk to Nick's ex and his her about
like her and
her relationship with Nick, and then
with her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And then while
Olivia is like talking to the mom and being like, "Yeah, he went after your daughter." The mom drops the first bombshell of the episode and is like,
"But he loves me.
I love him.
And we're like,
What? What? Excuse me? You're in love with the man who took your daughter?
Yeah, his question mark not doing good things, you know.
And
just,
yeah, and that's why they end up going to talk to the mother and the
ex, because like
apparently had tried doing this before. And they find, I don't know, they tell the dad. The dad is angry. We find out the mom cheated on the dad with Nick, and like, you know, they're trying to basically deal with that. We'll also try to deal with the fact, like, go find our kid.
Which they obviously don't seem quite very concerned about this either. My mom was like, they don't seem very concerned. I'm like,
no, they don't. The mom like gave me weird vibes. Like,
I know. I was like, she felt
almost
red
the
flag.
entire episode.
Yeah. I was like, something else going on here.
Yeah. So.
They find out where Nick is. They arrest him.
Beth is like, I'm safe. I want to go. She literally holds on to him, and Amanda has to like pull her off of him.
Yeah, they're in this cabin in the woods. It's real weird.
Which I noticed.
No, I don't know if it is or not, but like my first thing I noticed is like it looked very much like the cabin where Sheila took Noah and Gone Baby Gone. You know, if they're reusing sets or whatever, but it looked like it. Anyway, they arrest Nick.
And they
take Beth to the hospital. And her parents wanted her to take like a rape kit and a pregnancy test, but she's like no. And
even though they're like, but why not? She's a minor, and I feel like it's very like prominent. They decided to like air this episode now. Well, actually, no, but it was already going to air, and then all the stuff in our world decided to happen. So yeah, they're like, even though she's a minor, we can't do this without her consent. She did not want it. Then Olivia and Amanda go talk to Beth. And like she does not want to talk. She's like claims she's being indoctrinated.
By the outsiders.
Olivia and Amanda. And then I don't know where Olivia came up with this plan. It kind of worked. But she literally looks at Rollins and is like, your daughters are younger, so I don't know if you're going to be able to, like, talk to her.
And Rollins is like, what? I don't think she, like,
was, like, fully happy with it. But she left. And apparently Olivia did her research. Or, you know, maybe she's reading the Bible. Because she's talking about, like, to Beth about all these, like, strong women in the Bible. And trying to get to, like, what the nature of her relationship is with Nick.
Yeah.
And Beth, like, specifically said, like,
it's not love. She said it's not like my dad. Not like your dad. Love daughter and dad.
Like, father-daughter love, which was weird, but...
Yeah. That was happening.
Yeah. So, then we go back to the, precinct, and they're, like, trying to interrogate, Nick. And I had to write this Amanda line down because I thought it was really funny. Because, like, looking at Olivia and it's like, but apparently I'm better at talking to psychopaths than teenage girls.
And they were like,
my dad and I just started laughing. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, there's some good one-liners in here, too.
There are good ones. There's another one that we did later that, like, I love so much. So Finn and Curtis are interrogating him, and I'll have to admit, Finn is like surprised me with like how well he was able to like handle like this. Like, I never like known the character to be like
have any like much
religious knowledge,
Mm.
but he was like able to hold his own. And Nick is going off on this spiral of like, it's okay, Beth is safe with me, her parents trust me,
Yeah.
but like more religious stuff.
He's like, God told me to, or like, I don't think God.
It's God's will. You don't understand God's will, and Carisi's literally sitting there like,
what? And we're all confused. Both of us are also religious people, so we're like, oh.
Yeah, we were both sitting there like, this is cringy.
And I'm
this
like,
is bad.
Yeah.
So at this point, like both
they're like, dude, this, and I think this is when the parents
like find out like
he basically targeted their daughter.
Yeah.
Things are still weird. We end up going to court, trial, or at least arraignment, and
yeah.
things get
weird again. The defense says that the dad was a part of it the whole time, and then Nick said that the dad like made him go
he was
into
saving her from a hostile environment or something.
Saving her from a hostile environment, and the dad was like making Nick go into like provocative positions. The dad is like shocked. Like the whole squad at this point is like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, this is only like 20 minutes into the episode.
Yeah, literally is. So they have Olivia and Amanda take the mom, and they have Percy and Finn to go talk to the dad. And I don't think I even paid attention to what the mom's conversation was at that point.
And to Amanda, she was talking about
Amanda.
Amanda went and got her coffee, and then she was like, is your husband? And she's like, my husband is not gay. Remember that part?
That's literally all I remember. I was like,
I don't remember the beginning part, but then that's kind of what she's like. Yeah.
So they go. So Carisi and Finn are talking to the dad, and the dad is like explaining how they both like were like, I don't know, building something for the church one night or whatever, and they were like drinking or like having a good time,
or were they drinking, doing church stuff? But okay, pop off, I guess.
I don't remember. I
could be misremembering.
No, they said something. They were stressed or something weird. It's just like,
okay, I don't fully remember the context of it. The point is, the dad literally like was sitting with him. Nick got close. Nick unzipped his pants, and is like, like touching him. Peter's facial expressions in this scene had me dying.
Yeah, he was like,
half of it was like, no, I think it was like 3 different things. It was like shock, religious confusion, and crap. What the hell is this going to mean for my case? Because this is not going to help Beth get justice.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, like the dad is like crying at this point, and Carisi's like,
"But it was only one,
right?" And the dad is silent, and then he literally like Carisi like does like a little like movement or double take, and I'm like, I like had no idea what was going on in this episode at this point. Shock, total shock.
It also looked a bit of a blur.
Yeah. So with
this new information, Carisi's gotta like talk to Nick again, and Nick is like quoting, I think it was like Galatians or whatever, or trying to explain something from Galatians, and this is where we get Carisi's fun.
Yeah, this is such a good little one line.
And he's like, "What are you Bible-splaining to me?"
And I was like, "Oh."
It's very funny. I'm like, yes.
It's fun.
Because, like, if anybody would know the Bible, I feel like it's Carisi. Also,
he's a good Catholic. He does.
Yeah, he is. It was very nice. I love that scene.
Okay, hopefully that didn't sound horrible. The mic fell.
Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah. So we get Carisi's spots on the line. Perfect for him. Mm-hmm. And he literally gives the incentive of like,
the family
we won't have like their like dirty laundry aired out.
Mhm.
They won't have to testify against each other. But your case won't get in trouble. We'll drop the charges, whatever, if the family lets me marry Beth.
Mhm.
Oh my lord.
You're like, yeah. That's what gets.
Bye. Bye. No.
Now we get back to the precinct.
And everybody's literally like,
Shocked at this point. Then,
because we forgot to mention earlier that Khaldun is in this episode too.
Yeah.
I love this actor. I do.
he's good.
Yeah.
I like the character.
At this point, I know he's working at like hate crimes or whatever, but you can come to be part of SVU full time.
Yeah, we'll keep
I
you,
don't
yeah.
mind. We'll keep you. I like you.
Mhm.
Then like leaves. That I need to know. I mean, I know Khaldun was the only one in the room, but why did Carisi decide to whisper to her while he was still sitting there? It doesn't make sense to me.
And I'm like,
What?
and it's a very.
He literally leans over and is like, "Am I going to see you tonight?" And she doesn't even like respond. I think she just nods or whatever. And then cut to like Khaldun looking at her.
Like, everybody knows around here. You're not a secret.
Yeah,
This isn't new to you. This scene was weird.
honestly.
Oh yeah, it is. Why did he have to? He didn't have. It was weird that Khaldun brought up.
It was like
Murphy?
it started off okay. I thought I heard, maybe I'm interpreting it wrong, like a tiniest tint of jealousy in his voice.
Maybe just a little.
Because they're like mentioning his daughter. The guy asked about his daughter. The Khaldun asked Amanda about her daughter, and she's like, "Yeah, Justine Belly." And then she's like, "Oh, Carisi seems good with kids." Yeah, like, yay.
Like,
Okay, that's good.
And then
They just, I don't know.
no freaking idea why. Because he works in hate crime, his boss, his captain, is Declan Murphy.
yeah.
And he mentions
Like something about like Amanda's like past relationship with Murphy. And my question is, why does he know? Or how does he know? And why are you asking about it?
I don't know. It's very strange.
It's not your place to ask. B, Amanda seemed very uncomfortable to ask, to even like think about it. Also, no.
just no. Although there is
It's like speculation going around of like they're mentioning it because like it means Carisi will adopt Jesse and Billy soon. Which, look, if you're doing it for that, fine, I'll take it. But if you're just saying it just for a scene, like, I don't know, to talk about other things, it's weird. All right, things seem okay again. They're like thinking of like, I don't know, trying to figure out how to do the rest of the case.
and they get a call that
Beth is missing again.
she got arrested on the family.
She like walks out the front door in a white dress, and her parents are freaking out.
Yeah.
The waitress they talked to, like, oh, she felt so bad, but she's like, she seems so giddy and happy. They all find out they're at Central Park and they had to break up a wedding.
They were getting married. I don't know how you get married without someone else. That's
I think there was somebody there, but
I promise you there was no one standing there. I was confused. I was like, I don't think anyone was there. There's no person who was clergy ordained. You don't have to be ordained clergy, but
I don't know. I bet Nick was probably like gonna be like,
he was like,
"It's
I'm a
okay,
pastor. It's fine."
Yeah, he probably would have. Anyway, they like, if you are breaking your order of protection, you step away from her. The guy's like, she came to me.
Yeah.
Then we get the revelation from the promo, and she's like, "I'm carrying God's baby," and I absolutely love Kelly's facial expression. Her jaw dropped, and she just looked at the girl like,
"What did you just? What? What did you just say?"
And then we're like, huh? And then
I
we're
love when you did you put this? Did you
I
put
sure
this
did
in your
write
notes?
that. I did. And I sure did. I was like,
You said there's only one
Mary out there.
I was like,
a little Christian
Humor for you all. Well, and it turns out there still is only one because like they go. That's when they go find out. Like, yeah, they gotta take a break, do a kit, and they find out that yep, it's Nick's baby.
any freaking
Like deal or whatever they were going to do goes away because Beth was actually wait.
what?
before that was like the undercover
Stuff like when they
Yeah.
had the mom get the wire because
Yeah,
like she would
to get
not
Beth to tell her the truth.
that she would not give up.
like whose baby it was. She's very insistent that it's like it's God's baby.
Mm.
They need the mom. They get the wire onto the mom because they find out the only way that they will go around this is it's like
She's 15, and Grace is looking at
Liv. Like, what are you?
planning.
So anyway, so the mom goes to talk to Beth, and they find out that because she's 15, and that
In Maryland,
apparently at 15 you can get married. So like, I think it was like parental consent.
Yeah.
Maryland, get your
Shit together. What the heck?
Like, I know, like, ooh, that's questionable.
15 years old.
No, parental consent also ain't helping.
No, like your parents allowing you to do this, I feel like that's a problem. 15 is what, a 10th grader? Yeah.
Yeah.
10th graders. I was like, ugh.
Okay, that's when we
Find out that yep, Nick is the father of the baby.
Yeah.
And that's how we have to get the rape kit. And we find out that they don't need to go to trial or anything because he's already being because Beth is 14.
Yeah,
it's already rape too.
Yep.
So that's good. The family's got
A lot of crap to work out.
I know they were. Yeah, they were like, we're gonna raise Beth's baby at ourselves. We're like, hold on, that's gonna be some scarring content later.
Yeah, I was
you
like,
think about that later. You don't want to think about that too hard later.
Like, okay, you're your daughter wants to keep your baby, but you're gonna raise it as your own. Like, what?
No, your baby's gonna be real confused later. It's gonna be scarring.
Yeah.
Like, first you thought your sister's actually your mom. Yeah, it's gonna be real weird. That's not our problem. Like this, whatever.
They also have to like talk about like they had to explain everything to her because the daughter didn't even know
Yeah.
This marriage wasn't happening.
It was real weird.
Did you, before we get to the sweet stuff, did you want to talk about this what like ripped from the headlines thing you thought this could be about?
Oh, I did. I felt like this, and there's a documentary that came out a couple months ago about Hillsong Church. We might get canceled for saying this, but this documentary has they talk a lot about.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna cancel for this probably. But
trust me, I don't care. They came to my school multiple times, so you can say it.
Oh, well, okay. Then you really. But anyway, the documentary came out, and there's quite a few incidents.
Hey, I didn't say what school.
Okay, then there's quite a few incidents in which there are adult men doing things with children, teenagers, and young people who are college age, and it's not good. And then they tried to cover it up multiple times, and it's not good. So.
Look, I will give them this.
I'm scarred for life after the documentary opened my eyes a lot to church. We're not gonna ramble on my church spiel. But,
I'll have to check it out because look, you can come to their music is good, but like you're doing all this, so I'm not going to pay attention to that.
Yeah, well, you and I'll talk. I'll explain it. We'll talk about it after.
You'll tell me about this after later.
We'll okay. Off that.
So then we get to the scene that we kind of are all waiting for at the end of the episode. Well,
yeah, we've been waiting for weeks. The only thing we were here, not really the only thing we were here for, but
we get
Noah and Olivia out on a little Mother's Day brunch date, and
so
she
cute.
He gives her gift. Oh, and she's literally like staring. Like it was cute.
It was so good. He did so good.
He did really good. I want to know who on set actually made that.
And who's alright? Who made the design? This friend who had time? They're like, all right, get your craft supplies.
If Ryan ended up if Ryan actually did it, I think I'd cry.
I know it's so cute.
Maybe I'm curious because there's a lot of like younger pictures of him. I wonder if they got any of those pictures from his actual mom.
Yeah, maybe they did. It's very cute. We love it.
Yeah,
We loved it.
Such a.
and I got emotional because Olivia's voice got so like soft and emotional.
Yeah, she loves that little boy with her whole heart.
It really does.
And I
feel like it had to
like Marisha had to draw some like stuff from the fact that she's a mom too.
Yeah.
And that she's like kind of like Noah, like Ryan's her TV son. Like those emotions were very real.
Yes.
And just like, and I think at one point he's like, "Do you like it?" And she's like,
"I love it."
Like, but like raspy, emotional. I'm like,
yeah.
Excuse me. Then they hug.
Yes.
And it's sweet. And
she kisses his head.
Oh yeah.
That
I
part
think I
out.
missed that part, but I have to look at it again. Anyway,
it's very
it was
cute.
so pure.
I know that was wholesome. It made my day. And then it went downhill after that.
Oh yeah, I went to question and confusion, whatever.
And we were like, huh? Okay, so we need to talk about the confusion about what we mean. What we mean by confusion.
So after their brunch date, Olivia and Noah are like walking down the street, and we get what do you want to? Olivia asks Noah, like, what do you want to do today? And he's like, whatever you want. And I think it's like smart answer or whatever.
Yeah, it's Mother's
Day.
And then she wants to do. That's not.
Then we get to the scene
that everybody else wanted.
No. I'm sorry, we're dramatic.
I literally just rolled my eyes.
And I was like, here we go again.
Yeah. Okay. So it did not go as how we
wanted it. How we wanted it to go. How we actually wanted it to go. TBH. Really, I kind of want this.
I mean, Olivia was like surprised, like trying to.
Kind of know what we thought, but not exactly.
Olivia was like,
Noah, this is. And then Noah literally jumps in and is like, it's Detective Stabler, your former partner.
She says this is Elliot Stabler, your former partner. I do not know this number.
Either way,
I texted you immediately. I was like,
how does he know?
He never met him.
And the plot discontinuity is weird. Just like, how did he know?
No collection of whether or not Elliot knew. Like, I mean, Olivia told her about him, especially because, like, in the scene in Organized Crime, and she's like, Noah gets attached. I don't want like him.
Meeting you. Like, how does he know?
It's real weird. We come up with some other ideas, but none of them are totally 100%.
Yeah, we got two. Like, there's one headcanon that we have, but like I don't know if it can work now because I don't know. Kid was smiling. Our headcanon is that he knew about the letter and like saw the whole thing go on. The other one.
Hold on, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Hold on, my grandma was asking me something.
It's okay. I was singing the Jeopardy
theme song. I have to edit out my silence, but
no, it's okay. I filled it with the Jeopardy theme song.
I know.
It's fine.
I don't. Maybe we won't get copyright claim. I don't think podcasts do that. Just saying. Anyway,
if it works,
whatever.
Anyway, so one theory is like that he was in the apartment and saw everything that when Elliot walked in, drug letter scene, etc.
We wrote that one. You wrote about that one.
We're going with that. We very much did. The other one that we go with is that I don't know. He's got a phone.
Yeah, he got Google.
Well, he wanted to look up his mom, and Elliot would pop up in articles next to it.
Yeah, there's that, and that maybe she has photos of him in her apartment, but that's not very clear.
Yeah, but then like Noah would be like, "Who's this?" and she would have to say it. Like Olivia seemed surprised that her son knew who he was.
Yeah. The only thing, the recollection are the two other besides pictures in the house. Only one we don't know. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't need to make sense. It's not even canon because it's deleted now.
Yeah, literally. All the
streaming services just cut the scene.
They said nope.
No,
well, I was reading something about that. Well, I was reading about that because they said that a lot of them said they wanted to avoid confusion in why that scene existed. It really is only there as a transition between the episodes because they didn't cut them. They just immediately ran into it. But it's like It doesn't make sense.
Literally,
they're talking. They find out Elliot's got like flowers to his mom. They're gonna go visit he's taking his kids to go visit their mom at the cemetery. Then they're going to go visit Bernie, go see Bernie. And Olivia gets they find out Noah wants to go to ice cream with Noah. And this is where my heart breaks a bit.
I know.
Olivia gets a call. It's freaking Mother's Day. And she's like, Noah, I am so sorry, sweetie. We have to put a hold on the ice cream. And I'm like, ma'am, it is Mother's Day.
No work today.
You have to go.
You don't have to work for real, Captain Vincent. You know.
So yeah, they find out that Sarah Santos, the daughter of Jesse Santos, who is one of the guys from the Brotherhood,
who got arrested recently,
got kidnapped. And we're gonna stop there because we gotta pause and talk about SVU things.
Yeah.
We are giving this a 4 stars.
Yeah, I'm giving this a 4-star. I like this one.
I'm giving it 3.5. Honestly,
yeah,
it's just weird.
Fair. It's not the best, but
no, it's not the best.
Not the
the plot twist definitely kept you guessing, but I don't know. Was it?
It wasn't
weird.
spectacular or anything. It was just like
this dude literally had sex with all 3 family members, or did something with all 3 family members. It was weird. Alright, I think I'll stop yelling for now.
Yeah,
we'll go back to the yelling later.
But I guess we're kind of not next. So yeah, they cut that scene and
so they cut the scene and
so technically this scene does not exist anymore. It's no longer canon. Nope. So oh well, throw it away.
No, we're just gonna go say bye. Okay,
throw it away.
So we literally it gets. I was very confused and not prepared. Even my family and I were watching. We're like, what? Because it literally cut to organized crime.
It doesn't even cut. It's just it wasn't even a cut. It's just a transition.
It literally
that
just went to it.
That they cut filled the transition and then it kept rolling. They didn't even there's no in between.
So we're on episode 220 of OC Lost Ones. First, we have to point out the big thing that Kelly was supposed to be in this episode.
Yeah,
but for whatever reason, there's something going around of the fact that she was sick or something. But
there's that, and then she cost more. Organized crime has no money, and she would have costed more than Velasco.
But we do not know the actual reason why she was not in the episode. But she was not in the episode.
Yeah.
There. So then we find out that
we were ready for Ladies' Night. We called it Ladies' Night in the last episode.
Pretty much were. And we decided we're going to write it anyway, even if
we'll write it for them, sorry.
Give it to us. We'll write it for you. It's okay.
Don't worry.
We literally start with the scene of Jet and Ayana in her office together.
Mm-hmm.
Elliot walks in, and I forget how they get to it, but Ayana looks at him and is like, Webb has oh god, I gotta find the line. It was Webb wants her head to roll or something like that.
Yeah, including yours.
Webb wants everyone's head to roll, including yours. And I was like, yeah, we could tell you that much.
You already knew that.
Yeah. So now, and then Olivia shows up 5 minutes later. So now we got 2 moms working on Mother's Day.
Yeah. I made a comment. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't seen it. And I'm like, excuse me, we get no freaking recollection?
No, nobody gets to celebrate Mother's Day. Sorry.
Nobody gets to celebrate Mother's Day. We get no recollection that it is Mother's Day. Ayana is a new mom.
Exactly. We didn't even get to
get nothing. Fine. We'll write it for you. We will write it.
You will. Sorry.
I literally just threw a pen under my bed because I got frustrated.
You're like, I want this for myself.
I'll get it later. Yeah. So we get to the actual case stuff, and they're like, "Who the heck could do this?" And then they find more details about her. And then they were both squads.
Yeah, the girl has asthma, severe asthma, and also cancer, also leukemia. And really bad asthma, and she'll die if she doesn't have her inhaler.
Yeah. So.
I also have asthma, but my problem has resolved itself. Okay, well, not exactly resolved itself, but I don't longer sound like death.
So they literally, the squad sits around the table and watches the video of the girl getting kidnapped. And this is when I love this is just the little things. Because everybody else is literally watching the video like shocked, and literally the only person that's specific actually says something out loud in the moment is Jet. And she's like, "Oh my god." Like,
Yeah, people.
And Jet has a heart, and we love it.
She's got a heart. She's
For
literally
kittens.
we
played around. We entertained that idea with.
We have, but
now it's that she is
canon.
light-skinned. Or cares
honestly
about kids.
wasn't expecting it to be canon.
No, we're just playing around, goofing off like we always do.
But now we could say, yeah, we were right. We did it. We did it. First.
Canon proves our point, and then we prove Canon's point.
Yeah, well, we do. We predict things, but we wrote it first, and we're okay with it. Anyway, then they see more of the video, and the girl literally getting grabbed by the guy because she's talking to his girlfriend, and Jet's like, this poor, they find out about her asthma or whatever, and it's like Jet's like, poor girl, and I'm literally like, I'm going to cry now because she cares. Then after that, they all break.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ayana was like, "Jet, are you good?" But the way she said it, I don't know. I didn't like the tone. It's like, "Ma'am, your detective has been through crap." Which we will get to that in a few minutes. But
which the show did not even talk about anymore.
Nope.
Did not go.
Freaking expecting, but
whatever. Write it ourselves,
Yep. Fine. You'll get the best of both worlds in our thing. Anyway, they get the information, and Olivia and Elliot go to talk to the mom. The girl's mom. Anything. Olivia gets a phone call. And because for all intents and purposes to everybody else, Elliot Stabler's still undercover. And
exactly.
They
didn't think about that one, though.
No, they literally didn't. They're like, you could just go work with Olivia and Ayana.
Like, no, that's how you get murdered. That's how you get everyone murdered. No.
Yeah, so to this woman, Elliot Stabler is still a detective with the Brotherhood, working at the 3-7, and she's like, this is because of you. You did this. She slaps him on the arm. She does slap him,
and I was like, oh.
I expected that to happen after she's like, this is because of you. And then she starts sobbing in his arms. Olivia comes back and is like, what happened?
I know. She's like, what
and then talks to him. Remember that because Kelly was in this episode, they brought Octavio in.
Yeah. He didn't really serve any purpose, but he was there.
I do not. No hate to the actor, because I think he's incredible. And I understand why they thought his character would be good for this. Because
he explained it in an interview the other day.
He did a kidnapping case with the 3 girls from his village. Now he's got this one. Get it. Perfect explanation. But then why have him work with the tech girl? Why have him work with that? I don't think it makes any sense. Okay. Yeah. So they do some, I say they, but Jet does some work.
Yeah, really Jet did the work. That's her queen.
Yeah. We'll get to my little anger thing later, because I've got crap to say. Anyway, Jet gets some work, and they find out that I think Santos found out. No, wait. Anyway, they find out this custodian that works at the girls' school. They ask if they know who it is, and they're like, yes, it's a custodian at my daughter's school. Then, next thing we know, Ayana's breaking down a freaking door with her body. Yes!
It was a badass moment. We were ready. I feel like I blinked too hard. It was like, badass moment. I was like, oh.
Yes, break down the door. But then we get to the point where I was like, what is going on? Because Jet walks in the door behind her, and her best is gone. And I'm like,
And I was like,
I
oh,
literally typed this in all
all caps in the doc because I was like, why is she back in the field? She just shot somebody.
yeah, that's a little
Last
questionable. They don't.
episode.
SVU very much is like, oh, if you shoot somebody, you gotta do some talking to some
Yeah.
people and write some paperwork.
You shoot somebody, you got IB, you
Some
got
paperwork,
paperwork,
a million
you're on
paperwork.
desk duty.
Yeah, no one talked about that
Yeah,
one, but
so
whatever.
Now we have the rookie who just shot somebody,
Mhm.
and you're letting her back in the field. I'm like, but you could tell
She's a little nervous.
she was nervous. Like there were sounds going on, and she's literally like turning like every which way. Like
Yeah.
ripping her gun. Like
you hear her little gas. Like there's one point she turned around, you could hear like a gasp come out of her mouth, and I'm like,
oh my god.
what are you doing? And then we find out that Yana goes upstairs and like finds like this box he has of like
Girls' underwear.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's real
'cause
weird. We're
this
like, huh?
dude happens to be a pedophile and he's working at a school, and I'm like,
Who the frick went
what
out?
happened?
Nobody does background checks like they used
Nobody.
supposed to. Whatever. Fine.
That was a thing.
For the other episode too, for SVU, they kept saying, yeah, we did background checks on this dude.
Like
See,
where?
it used to be somebody else, but we
Use
did
a whole
background
different
checks.
name. That's why you didn't find anything.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. And then Ayan, I don't know, Jet's looking around the house. She sees a guy climbing up the stairs. She immediately yells outside door. Yana jumps down. They both like run outside. We see, because Yana goes to the front, Jet goes to the back. Jet goes to the back. The guy like tries to move a trash can in front of her. And next thing I know, and I was not expecting this, and I loved every freaking second of it, was Jet tackled the guy to the ground and
I was like,
cuffed
oh.
him.
I was like, oh.
I was like, oh my god. Because I'm not entirely sure how. I know it probably wasn't Ainsley doing the stunt. Although, if it happened to be Ainsley doing the stunt, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
For a little looks,
Exhibit.
Jet is small.
Yeah.
And yet she still
Tackled the guy in
That's
the
like
ground.
putting the two of
like
us out there being like, all right, you guys
nothing.
got this. That's like putting
Yeah,
the two of us
exactly.
out there being like, y'all can handle that. We're like,
Yeah, literally, Jet tackles this dude to the ground and cuffs him. And I literally typed in the doc after, like, why is she back in the field? I put a dash. I was like, never mind, she just tackled someone.
and I was like, huh? Yeah.
Don't mess with the small girl. Like, okay.
I know.
Yes. And then she's like, why
Yeah.
did you run? And he's like,
Yeah.
you guys broke into my house.
Yeah, we're both
like,
very small people, by the way. So we're like, oh.
Yeah, I'm 4'10".
I'm like 5 feet, maybe a little taller, maybe close to 5 feet. But
seeing,
I'm
like,
not. We're very little.
Jet go tackle somebody was wonderful. We were also like, anytime Jet is on the field, we have things.
We have feelings.
Things. I literally tweeted to Ainsley, I in all caps, I was like, don't mess with Jet. I have no idea if they saw it, but
I know we love Ainsley a lot. But I was like, oh man,
really do.
this is embarrassing. I'm very embarrassed. Oh, I had a little gay panic. Oh my god.
Yeah, really. Every time she has her hair like in like that down ponytail, like, I freak out. Because
or even like the full ponytail. She's like the full ponytail too at the top.
Man. I am currently
wearing like the ponytail and then my hair half down because that's the hairstyle I wear to work almost every day. And the fact that Jet also wears it, I'm like, yee!
Weird. I was like, I had a little gay panic. Oh god.
Yeah.
So the vest and the gun do things to me. I'm sorry.
We literally like talk to the guy, and they're like doing more. They find out like this guy's name's Smokey. No, sorry. This guy, he's got a tattoo with flames on his neck. Like fought the dude at the Santos a few weeks back. At the kids' school. And then they get the they're looking at the security footage again. And Jet like notices that this guy has like very like literally different pair of sneakers on. And they're like, who are we gonna find to like figure out whose shoes those are? And she's like, I think I got somebody. And I want to preface this by saying that we did not know Wee Sam was going to be in this episode.
We didn't.
Until like an hour or so before. And even then I was like, maybe he's just posting this on his Instagram because he's supporting the cast or something. Yeah. And then you texted me and he's like, his name was in the credits, and I was like, what? So embarrassing. Because it was a very delightful surprise to us.
We needed it. Because the episode kind of goes downhill after that.
Yeah. So we find
out.
I didn't tell my parents in advance
that I knew he was going to be in the episode. So, like, when Jet was like, I think I know somebody, I, like, turned my eye out, and I was like, oh, I think I know somebody, too. And then they transitioned to Malachi's place, and my dad laughs, and I was like, yep, because I know the things.
Yes.
So Jet went to Malachi and to ask the guy, like, if he knew the shoes that the girl was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
I was not expecting him to be a sneakerhead for some reason.
I don't know. I didn't really either, but it kind of works. I kind of like it. I vibe with that.
We didn't expect it, but I think it very much fits. Also, the fact that Jet knew he was like looking for the sneakers.
Yeah,
they've been talking. Had on her feet. They've been talking. Like, excuse me, she knew. And he's like, they talk, and he's like, I don't understand why you don't call me. And then this is when my heart starts to break a bit, because she's like, I did.
4 times. It went to voicemail.
And I'm literally sitting there like, and he's like, I'm sorry, I had this new app. The update's great.
What is it?
Thing.
And he's like, before that.
He's like, why do you have to go? Or like, what? That's it? You're going? And he's like, she turns around, she's like, nope, this is after it. So after the app, and she goes to leave, and he's like, wait, why are you going? And she turns around and is like,
her voice gets like
soft, but like also like in a serious tone. She's like, there's a little girl missing.
Example number
2 or 3 at this point. That Jet cares about kids.
Yes.
And now
this is where we weren't expecting this. And Malachi is like, oh,
I'm sorry. Can I take you out to dinner?
Make up for it?
And we're like, huh?
I sat up
on my couch so fast. I was like, oh my god, yes, we're on a date.
I think I texted you like, Delicate date. And then
you did. And I think I just typed you in all caps. Ah!
I know.
That was my reaction.
This is literally how we talk to each other. It's hilarious.
And then she looks at him. And she looks at him with like soft eyes, and she's like, she doesn't know what to do. And she's like, I gotta go. And then runs out.
I was like, oh. That's not an answer, Jet. Please.
No, it's but like I asked for vulnerable. I've asked for like vulnerable Jet, and I feel like this is like
we asked for, but what we asked for.
This is like, I don't know. I think
this is exactly how I pictured it. I think this is how we've been writing it. It's very much her.
Y'all need to read the fic so you can find out what we've been doing, but then hurry up.
Go do it. Then we get back to this.
It's a long time before you get there, but it's there.
Then we get back to, the other stuff on organized crime. Stabler's talking.
Oh, we get angry. This is where we start yelling.
This is where we get angry.
Yelling portion.
Angry crap. Stabler goes to talk to Donnelly about the case because they're trying to figure out where the heck this girl is. And Stabler brings up Olivia. Because he knows that. Well, technically, Elliot Stabler still undercovers Elliot Stabler. So Donnelly knows that Elliot and Olivia used to be partners.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget how it goes up. But we need to preface this by saying, we didn't write this line.
I know, it's something we would write, but we
wouldn't write, but the show wrote it, so it's canon.
Okay, because before we say what the line is, because when we wrote this, like writing what we're writing currently, we never wrote them working together.
Nope.
We never thought about doing that, and it's very. Oh, we could do that. That'd be kind of interesting.
We should.
Might have to pull that one out later. Oh boy.
Yeah, we should. Anyway.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So he's talking about it, and he looks at her, and this is Elliot talking about Olivia. He says, Anytime she goes sniffing around places she's not supposed to, I can redirect her. I had my phone in my hand. I looked up from the screen, and I literally went, "Excuse me?"
I know. I was like, oh, you said what?
You said what now?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna read it again in case you didn't hear it over our spiraling. Anytime she goes sniffing around places she's not supposed to, I can redirect her.
And I was like, huh? Like, it's real.
I wrote in all caps for a reason. Elliot Stabler needs to knock it off. Because he does.
Well, and it's real weird.
What the hell?
We need to talk about
Look,
Undercover or not. That line is a bit out of pocket.
Yeah, undercover or not, the you're thinking that you need to think of like things for undercover is like stuff that you know. You like
Yeah.
go from like stuff that you know from like your work or whatever to go do undercover. And he says that.
Yeah, I'm like, homie, like, I mean, okay, so
No.
basically, so Camden kind of, so they, with that one line, whether it is true or whether he says it to being truthful or not, it is true. He said it, one, he said it, and two, it is proven to be true.
It's canonical. He said it, and it's proven to be true. You
Yeah,
can't
1.0 really proves that idea that, like, he disapproves of something she does. He's like, no, let's not do that.
Okay. Then we get Donnelly's wife coming out, and she does not look like she just had a baby, quite honestly. But you know,
whatever.
We find out that
Donnelly apparently likes Stabler so much they named his kid after the both of them. So their son is now Frank Elliot Donnelly Jr.
Yep.
And Elliot's
sitting there like,
what?
And he's like, I don't think I wanted that.
It's weird.
I don't think Elliot wanted that for real. He didn't want to because Donnelly does not know he's about to get double crossed hard.
No.
He doesn't know that he really appreciates Elliot's a valuable person, but like, too bad I'm double cross you soon. Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Then we transition to
another
Oh yeah, it is.
Because they have
It's the shoes. It's the store scene.
They use the information that Malachi got them about the shoes to go to the shoe store. Yeah, Yana's looking around at all these people, and she's like, "Why do I feel like my footwear is being judged?" Jet looks at her, and she's like, "Because it is."
And I was like, "Oh," and she's like, "I think I appreciate my boots," and I was like,
"Yeah." Okay. So they go into the store, and she's like, I'm Sergeant Bell, and the guy's like, you gotta wait in line, like, for shoes, like everybody else. And he's like, I think I appreciate my boots, it's not why we're here. And the guy is literally like, we gotta protect our client's privacy with the receipts or whatever. And he's like, they're like, there's a missing girl. We need to find her. And the guy's like, I can't print out all these receipts. Jet literally puts like a receipt on the counter and says, I'll take that, and grabs the guy's computer to go do her stuff. But then she's like, whatever, I'll go do this. Were you gonna say something else before I keep going?
No, you can say what. It's another little Jalakai moment that we weren't expecting.
Yes,
but
it
it's
is.
fairly
It was.
good.
Because I didn't like process it at first. My dad is the one.
Yeah, I noticed it later, and then you said your dad said, but I thought about it later, and I was like,
how did you notice this and I didn't? I think it was because they were a different color.
Yeah, than the ones he was looking at. Cause
the shoes that he was looking at were in the picture were blue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, back to that scene, like when he's looking at the pictures, and he's like, look at this picture. And he's like, it's a dog. Girl with a dog. It's a dog. And she's like, look again. He's like, a chick with a dog. She's like, no, genius, the shoes.
Yeah, that seems so funny. I was like, it
was funny.
I was like, no.
Like, for a very smart hacker,
he's
oblivious a bit, and I love it.
The shoes. Like, it's really funny. And she used her comeback.
It's the shoes that you've been looking at. And so they were blue, but she's in the store. She has the computer in her hand, and she stops dead in her tracks. Her eyes go wide, and she sees a pair of red sneakers on the display. And then Ayana's like, Jet, we gotta go. And she's like, so they leave. And I'm like, literally turned to my dad, and I was like, why is she just staring at the shoes? And my dad says, "Oh, maybe she'll buy 'em for him." I'm like, "Okay." I'll cry if that happens. Anyway, then we get to
The empty, cringy car ride.
Oh, the cringy car ride again. Another one.
Cringy car ride.
For like
We're
the 8th
like-
millionth time.
There was a lot.
in this episode or whatever.
Also point out the fact that the only time Olivia drives is at the end. But whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna say we've done that,
Before.
but yeah. Anyway.
They're talking. Olivia's like trying to figure out what he likes about Donnelly. She tells her. Elliot tells her. Named
His kid after him, and she's like,
what?
Mhm.
And then
Sam was like,
specifically said that like he likes Donnelly. And I was like, what? Okay.
you said it. Sam said it.
Yeah.
Didn't have to question it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You mentioned it was
Like Elliot avoids his feelings for Liv. Okay, you can do that all you want. I don't care if you avoid them.
Once again.
Once again.
Once again.
Somebody, I forget what it was. I said that, but like Olivia, like heavy side.
They talked to Elliot was talking about his dad again.
Oh, no, I did.
About
That
like
too.
she's like, how's your search for your stuff about your dad? And he was like, I don't know.
You wrote like if Liv is supposed to be in charge, then why is like Elliot acting like he is? And I agree. There's a lot of things that he's doing that like look like he was in charge.
Yeah.
And it makes me question a lot of things because Olivia is a captain, Elliot is still a detective.
Yeah, like a first grade detective too. The bottom.
He doesn't really listen to
His own
I know
sergeant.
I know Ayana and Elliot are partners.
But, honestly, I don't
Feel like even in partners that shouldn't be like an equal thing. It should be like because Ayana is a sergeant, she should have a little more
Yeah.
than Elliot. They get a call from Sarah's mom.
that there's a video
Of Sarah
Mm-hmm.
with a gun to her head, and the girl is starting to hyperventilate and wheeze because of her asthma, and she needs her inhaler.
Oh, that's another thing.
We forgot to mention she doesn't have her inhaler because her mom had it.
100%.
And Donnelly had went to visit her
Because
She needed the money to pay the
she
car.
needed ransom money,
Yeah.
and the money came from Donnelly, and everyone's like, where did this money come from? Then we transition back to the bureau, and this
Hold on,
is,
there's something important about this money. That this money is money he ripped from the cartel.
surprise!
It's just you should expect that, but Mount Donnelly has no good money.
It's literally from cartel heroin money.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that'll work. And we're like,
All right.
Yeah.
Then we transition
Back to the bureau, and we get example number 3 of Jet cares about kids, because she's literally watching this video. This girl crying, the gun to her head, her fingers are shaking. When they like asked her to do stuff, her voice went low, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll go do this." She said it in like a string of things. She's like, "I have to do this, and this," because at this point she's like, "I have to go find this girl."
mm-hmm.
and then with
I don't know, small thing, but like significant.
then we get to the point
Of the episode where I wanted to go rip some heads off.
Oh, yeah.
I understand that not everybody is going to see it this way. And I understand that even though it has happened multiple times, people are still not going to see it this way.
but I'm going to say it because
It needs to be said. So Jet is working at her desk.
Oh, I know what we're talking about. I was like, hold on, I remember now.
yeah, Jet is working at
Her desk, in her little chair.
freaking Stabler and
Velasco are literally sitting on her desk, in her personal space. At one point,
Celeste's got my kids.
hand on her computer chair. Elliot's reaching over her to go like point at the screen. I like watched the scene so closely, and there's like one point where like Jet's head is like spinning, like she like her head like turned like so fast, and they kept getting closer to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, but that's not okay.
Watch people's personal space. We talked about this.
Like
We haven't gotten to the part in the fic about that, but we do address the fact that like
it's a thing because it's happened multiple times. Like they're literally reaching over her, like getting very close to her, touching her. I'm not saying this
To be incident. If everything I have
learned from the shows that taught me that this is not okay.
yeah.
And look, yes, I know.
Velasco works at SVU. Elliot worked at SVU. Look, but no, it's not okay. They were getting way too close to her, and it's not okay. And I'm standing by that.
Yeah.
So then
they finally get the information of like where we find out this girl is.
Mm-hmm.
And Elliot and
Olivia
It did
like,
play out how I expected it to go. Honestly, I wanted it to be. He had better idea. Our idea was better. Just saying.
Yeah, Elliot and Olivia like get the call from Liana that like back up, don't go in, back up, be there in 10 minutes. My whole I think my dad or I were both like, yeah, he's not gonna listen to that.
Yeah, I was like, no, they're going in. They're going.
But I was not expecting Olivia to be the one to be like, all right, it's 10 minutes, all right, let's go, because they couldn't wait.
My dad loved to put
that out to me, and I was like, yes, I can. I know, I'm watching, I see it.
We talked about this on an episode on whatever. I don't know what we talked about it. We talked about it, how like Olivia falls into patterns of just like kind of like doing what Elliot wants or what she thinks he would want.
Yeah.
And then it ends up
being
the fact that Olivia had the crowbar at first. I was like,
yeah, I was like, homegirl, put the crowbar down. You're not allowed to have that. We need to make up our own scene about this, but they
fine.
We had our own idea about that, but whatever.
Anyway,
they find this guy in like this place, and he's like,
it was like an abandoned crack house or whatever. There was a bunch of stuff.
Whatever. He's literally like, oh, it's okay. I used to just rent this place, and there's like this place. Olivia's looking at the light switch.
She turns on the light,
and like this area that's all boarded up, like lights up, and that's how they know there's another room back there, and that's where the girl is. And that's when Elliot literally lets the guy, like moves the guy and slams him into a fridge and let him fall on the ground.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
The other dude shows up, whether they have found out had kidnapped the girl. And he shoots him in his leg because he starts to run. Olivia gets the girl. They saves the girl. She gives her inhaler.
Yeah.
They also find the guy's girlfriend who helped with the kidnapping. That one who had the dog.
Yeah.
They bring. Look, they save the guy. They do. We can't deny that. They'd save the girl.
Yeah. It wasn't very climactic, honestly. It was kind of boring.
Yeah. They bring him out. Bring her out. They put her on the gurney. Elliot's like, there's a guy had to shoot in the leg. He's still in the house. Why is that? Elliot and Olivia drive off, and because Elliot is still undercover, is this when Olivia's driving?
At the end, Olivia's driving.
Olivia driving because she has to go drop Elliot off at the 3-7 because he's technically working there still. And that's when Donnelly shows up, meets Olivia.
And I was like, oh no, not again.
And then we're like,
weird, creepy man meeting Olivia again.
Yeah, literally. Because Donnelly's got freaking problems.
Yeah. First it was Wheatley, then it was Donnelly,
Like, first, we got the Elliot flirting with criminal bosses' wives, and then we got the criminals meeting Olivia and being all weird. He needs to stop.
Yeah, putting homegirl in danger is his specialty.
Especially because we got freaking cringy dialogue where she's
Oh yeah,
like,
it was gross. I think it's gross.
it was weird. It was weird. It was literally like,
he says some stuff like, I took a screenshot of somebody's post about it because
their
they said,
partnership or whatever. Cause
I know. He says some stuff like, night kids, and have fun and don't get yourselves in any trouble. And
it
then
was weird.
he gives some kind of weird smile at them, and it's weird. And
It was weird. And
Olivia, I think Donnelly at one point is like, I'm his partner now, but Olivia's like, he's like, I think I'm gonna make you like his second favorite.
yeah,
partner,
I'll be his. You'll be his second favorite. I'll be his favorite. Or
I
something
don't
weird
know.
like that. We're like,
I zoned it out. I was not.
He was like,
cringy.
I heard
Too cringy for me to pay attention.
And I was like, oh, and then he's like, oh, Olivia says that loud. She's like, I'm being his Uber driver. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Oh.
anyway, now we get to the stuff
That we were actually waiting for again.
Yeah, it was cringy. What is it?
Was there more? Go ahead.
That one line I put next about Elliot is right about something like because he goes back to the prison to go see Santos.
Santos and tell him his daughter is safe.
Yeah.
And he's like grateful. He hugs him, and then
I think it was Olivia.
Yeah,
or somebody
Santos
he got
is like
somebody to leave. He pulls him aside and is like, they talk and about like Donnelly and everything. I think.
Yeah. They're like because he says that like the money that he got was from the card. It's when he mentions the money again about how that's stolen money.
Yeah. Woo!
That money's actually Preston's. That's the money they were supposed. Then the last episode. That's that money. The money they were supposed to. Actually, the money they stole from Webb. That Dolly had stolen the money from Webb that they were supposed to go entrust him with.
Yeah. Okay.
Elliot is right that this guy is going to get them all killed because Donnelly is more reckless than Elliot, and I didn't think that was a possibility.
Yeah.
Anything else about the prison scene before we move on to the stuff, other stuff?
Oh yeah, we're good. I don't think we have anything else besides.
Okay.
Donald's gonna get them all killed, possibly, but
Oh yeah, that much.
Then we get to
the good stuff again.
Yeah, somewhat.
actually, they're sweet.
Most of the stuff.
Lucy, walking back to Malachi's place, the box in her hand. And
She's a little note. She's a little cute little note to you on the box.
Like, oh my god, you were right.
Yeah.
Making wonder how much
The sneakers were, because, I don't know, a rookie detective can't have that much money.
Yeah, the shoes are probably expensive. Because they were limited edition shoes, so the shoes were expensive.
Yeah, so then again, she was like an independent hacker before then, so she probably has money. Like, her little, like, warehouse thing, all her computers, she's got money.
Yeah.
Somehow. Anyway, the important thing of that was, she walks to she bought Malachi the limited edition shoes that he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And she knocks on his door. And I got really worried that he wasn't answering at first. I was like, why aren't you answering? Please don't be in there. Someone else. Because I would have yelled.
No, would have ended our career.
And never watched the show again.
That's the drawing line. Well, there's two drawing lines.
That would have been
there's two drawing lines in this show.
That would have been one of it.
One is you break up Jalakai. One is you canon the ship that we hate very much.
Yeah. So, anyway, we don't get the first one that time, thankfully. She literally is all knocking on the door. And she's like, first we get her using his actual name. Because for those of you who don't know, Malachi's actual name is Adam.
Yeah.
Adam Mintock. So it's Adam Malachi Mintock. And she knocks on the door. It's like, Adam. Which I wasn't expecting him to use his first name again. He's like, Adam. And she's like, I'm sorry I was weird. I'm sorry I thought you were blowing me off. And two things from that. I'm sorry I was weird. Excuse me while I go cry. Honey, you're not weird. I promise you.
And I was like, we love you.
We love you. You're unique and amazing. And my second thing is, who was blown off jet before and how stupid were they?
Exactly. Like
ouch. Who has
who
hurt her?
We want to speak with you.
We got some very choice words
for a person
for you.
like me who likes men and women. So we need to talk. Whoever this person is.
Yeah, that's what I
We
said.
How stupid were they?
need to
'Cause
chat with you.
that's why I said how stupid were they? Because I didn't know who would it be that Jet had been hurt before
Exactly.
in the past. I was
Who
like,
broke our baby's heart?
yeah, exactly. Who
Who
broke our
did it?
baby's heart? Who hurt her?
We'll fight them ourselves.
And that's what
Explain why she was having trouble opening out for at least one reason anyway, because she's
Yeah.
been hurt in a relationship before, and I need answers if that is true or not. Because who is in the right mind blow off Jet? Like, y'all, no. Anyway, she's like, okay, yeah, she leaves the
just me this
at the door. Then she runs up the stairs.
so like she goes
She like
and they like
drops the box the box at the door, and they transition to inside his house. Malachi's literally up against the wall, like showing that like he
was listening.
heard everything she says, and I'm like, go talk to her. Why aren't you moving? Eventually he does.
Yeah.
Faster. Eventually he does. But by then it's too late because Jet ran up the stairs like super fast. And I looked and like the way that she like ran up the stairs and she like ran away like really fast. I was like, my God, no, she's sad. Hurt.
I know.
And he picks up the box, he reads the little note and it says, thank you. He opens up the box and it's the limited edition shoes he wants. She looks at it. He's got this little small smile on his face. He leans against the thing, like his opening of his door, and I'm literally like, about to start bawling. This is when I posted on Twitter, and I meant every freaking word. I was like, please, I need someone to make an edit with all the Malachi scenes, with Rewrite the Stars. I'm not asking. Because
You should do that.
Y'all
go put that tweet us if you do, like dead serious.
Wait, like an edit or like in the fic? Because I very much will put it in the fic.
I mean both. Yeah, we could put it in the fic. But if somebody makes that edit, add us and be like, "Yo, we did it."
And you're better at us because we just use iMovie.
Yeah, we're not the greatest people. I could probably practice if I tried.
We can do it on iMovie if we really want to. But like, if you're better at it,
somebody's better than us.
Different programs. Tell us, please.
Yeah, go do that for us, please.
I listened to it after the episode, and I ended up like sitting on my bathroom floor and I started crying.
We had many cry times.
Like you could see, like they're dancing around each other, and I'm emotional because she wants to talk to him, make up for like Renue. He wants to talk to her, but he doesn't know if she's ready to talk. And he wants to take her out to dinner, but she doesn't know if he's ready for it. And he thinks he screwed up and ruined everything by asking her out to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been thinking about
this a lot because, yeah. So there's that, because I can tell just from everything that they want to be together. They like understand each other's like interests. They're starting to grow.
Yeah, they have a very sweet relationship. We'll have to make an episode. We're gonna make a Jalkai episode. We're doing all things Barson. We're gonna do all things Jalkai at some point. Probably in a couple weeks because we like make them weekend specials sometime. But we've overstacked them. There's like maybe we're about 2 ahead. So
so
like they both want this, but like right now they're both like at a standstill of like, do I go talk to her or should I not?
Do I go talk to him
or should I not? Did I ruin everything? But I really want to be with him because I like this person.
Yes, you're so sweet.
And I immediately texted you and I was like, why are 3 of my ships sad now?
Oh yeah, you're right. It's real sad.
We have no idea what's going on with Varson.
I feel hopeful.
We feel a little hopeful.
We'll talk about it actually after we finish the episode because I'm gonna get off sidetrack if I say it right now.
Bellax, last time we saw them, they fought. Jalkai, like emotionally sad, like I'm right there. I need you to reach out to me, and I think hopefully theirs will be like the one that will like get fixed first because it has like a lot to work with. Like, if we freaking get them just getting dinner together, I will cry.
I'll cry on myself. Cry. We'll write it ourselves if they don't. Sorry.
Yeah, trust me, I got so many ideas. I mean, Sam has already like given them like plenty of ideas. He like did an interview and he's like, they'll go through technical stuff, but I don't think that will be all State does. Like he'll say something about like that he hasn't shot a gun before, a Jet has, and maybe they'll go to the shooting range.
That'd be
And I'm
sweet.
like,
Even if they
yes.
go to the real shooting, even if they go like laser tag or something silly like that. I don't know, I feel like that's very
God.
dumb.
Terryn,
What?
you're
We're
a
writing it
genius.
normally.
I need to go write that down immediately. Hints.
Oh, okay. What you mean as soon as we finish recording this randomly? These random ideas.
I
Like
had to
literally
write
our
it down.
brains, like how we write actually, like, you guys be wondering, like, hey, if you are reading our truth, why there hasn't been another chapter, it's because we got so horribly sidetracked 4 times. This is like the 4th edition of things
We
we
have
sidetracked
so
to.
many things going
That we're
on.
like, ugh.
Okay, so back to the actual episode after the Jello guy. So it's emotional, and right now things look sad, but I think they'll hopefully be okay. But yeah, it was like not expecting sadness from them already. But also, I feel like that's like what it is at the beginning of a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I don't know. I'm not dating.
Ass, but I think it is. So hopefully things will be okay. But you can see how much they truly care about each other.
Yeah.
Then we freaking get Elliot going to a tree and getting a gun, a bullet.
The bullet out of the tree. From recollecting his childhood.
Yeah. And they find out like this
Place is being demolished or whatever. The lady thinks he's part of the construction crew. Then we get to a Webb and his wife talking.
Yeah, I forgot her name, so that's what Miss
I don't
either. Because earlier in the episode, Ayana like freaking busted into her art gallery and was like, "Where is this missing girl?" And she's like, "Where you think you can find a missing girl in an art gallery?" And Ayana's like,
"Not like I don't
like you. I'm not having this."
Mm-hmm.
And the wife is getting upset with Preston because she like feels like she's not being respected because like the cops are going to go talk to them and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be completely honest. I saw Webb getting so angry.
He did seem upset.
Like,
I thought he was gonna kill her. I was like, he'd be like, yeah, collateral damage. I was like, yeah, he'll just be like, whatever. Forget her.
She was directing a lot of
her anger at him for
him,
being his fault.
I'm like,
she kind of put the blame on him also. They were like, oh, he didn't like that too much. Now would he?
I'm like, is he gonna turn around and kill her?
I think he's gonna pull a quick snap her neck while that's dead. I'm like, oh.
I thought he was literally gonna turn around and shoot her. No.
He hit the guard right outside the door. I was like, what is going on?
He
kind of let it slide. He's like,
I think this has been the end of the episode because Elliot, for some reason, keeps going back to the freaking bureau.
Yeah.
He goes back to the bureau, and we find out that Yana and Jet are both like sitting there, like a little worried, and they both tell him, so yeah, Donnelly set you up. The money that like from the heroin cartel thing got stolen, etc., etc., etc. Somebody put out, and now he has a hit out on him.
Yeah,
because of it.
Yeah, he got hit. They put a hit out on that LA Stabler. Oh, I mentioned one time before. I thought that was rumored, but apparently now it's true.
Yeah,
I heard that was a rumor. I was like, I'm not surprised.
So now
we get to the promo, and it seems to be like
we gotta rate the episode. Rate the episode.
Oh, rate the episode. We literally said 2 stars. Jalakai is the only reason it's not 1 star.
Yeah, that's about it. This episode lame. I mean, we talk about I hate crossovers with a passion now. Ever since 2309 and 29, we don't do crossovers anymore.
No.
Ruined. My life is over. Now I'm choking for some reason. But after that, we don't do crossovers. And that particularly was a horrible... Like, this episode was relatively boring. One, it was boring. It was kind of boring anyway. But then, like, putting Olivia in the episode didn't make it any better.
No.
It didn't... not even the people, even the EOs, honestly were like, this episode was lame. And I was like, yeah, it did progress. Yeah. It didn't do anything, but it was just weird. Yeah, it did make a lot of sense. Also, off track, I'm watching the Little Shop of Horrors movie, the 1986 movie, and I had never seen it before, and I was like, I'm used to the musical where it doesn't end like it does in the musical, and I was like...
No, yeah, the musical is different than the movie. It's like 2 different endings.
Yeah, I was like, one of them is good, one of them is bad.
Yeah, it really is. Like they specifically like did like a testing of like, yeah, there's a good ending and there's a bad ending.
There's
But
like
anyway, off
I think
topic. Sorry, I'm very
there's like, it's okay. I'll say
Little Shop is my current obsession when it comes to musicals. That and Six, but
yeah, because like
yeah, you know
it
how I
dropped
was at till
the
like,
album dropped last night, and we were
yeah,
like,
that's why I didn't go to bed till 1:30 a.m.
yeah,
because
like,
the album was out. We were writing. I'm like, I'm not sleeping now.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had so I had Jalika in my brain. The sixth
Yeah.
album came out. We were writing SVU stuff. I'm like, I am not going to sleep. So I can hear her in the back. Yes. Okay. Anyway, yeah. We said 2 stars. Jalika is the only reason it's not 1 star, which is correct.
Yeah.
Because they're basically. I like texted you like a few days before the before the episode. I was like, so Danielle and Ainsley are going to be the saving graces again, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. And it was actually ended up again being Ainsley and Sam, even though we didn't know it was going to be in the episode.
Yeah, we ruined our
That
plans.
was a wonderful surprise.
Yeah, we weren't ready, but it kind of was. That was, yeah. Once again, we said before. Only Jellicoe made this episode better. Sorry.
Yeah, there was there was a Law and Order like official page thing that said drop a GIF in the comments of how you felt about last night.
I was like, be careful what you wish for.
And I immediately looked up like gifs of Jet, and the first one that came up was like her like ew face, and I almost put that.
Yeah, they asked for it.
Instead, I opted for the one where it was her and Ayana at the shoe store, and I was like, I watch for them. That is, I love them. That is all.
Yeah, that is all. Thank you so much for coming to our show.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll rate those ones. So promo. You only got 1 promo, which is Organized Crime. And SVUs will probably drop throughout the week.
Yeah, it's a very big episode for Nova.
Which
I'm excited for because
this is gonna be lit though. I'm kind of excited about this one.
The actress who plays her, unfortunately, let me get the name because I want to make sure I'm saying it. I want to make sure I'm giving her credit where credit is due because she's very talented.
Nova's the actress that plays Nova. Her name's Noah. Her name's Noah. I forgot her full name. But her name is Noah.
No, it's Nona Parker Johnson.
Yeah, she's fantastic. We love her. We appreciate everyone.
I love that. Like they're given like, much as we don't like the rest of the stuff that's going on the show, they're giving a spotlight to 3 amazing young actors.
Yes. That's what they.
4, if you include I think it's Nikki or who plays Eli. So we got.
I think his name is Nikki. I'm pretty sure his name is Nikki.
We have Sam, Nona, Ainsley, and Sam, Nona, Ainsley, and
I'm pretty sure his name is Nikki. I can't remember his last name though.
Yep, Nikki Torchia.
Yes,
all around the ages of like 20-ish.
Yeah, and they're all phenomenal.
Shining on the show. So yeah, next week is going to be a big episode.
I guess we need to explain what actually happened because we've been like, okay.
And Nona.
Yeah, so basically what happened is Webb hired Nova as a hitman for Elliot.
Because Nova, or Carmen as she's known undercover, Nova's undercover still trying to take down Webb's organization. But Webb only knows her as Carmen, and Carmen is currently like one of Webb's like right hand woman.
Yeah, she's the top. Besides Webb himself, she's the top.
Yeah, so it's Webb.
and then Nova, basically.
Yeah, literally.
Because
And she-
all of the people that he used that like want to talk to him have to go to her first.
Yeah.
And so she's literally hired as a hitman for Elliot, and we get a scene of like her like conflicted as frick because she's a cop still. Also, she doesn't want to kill anybody.
She roughs him up a bit in the promo, which is really, I'm like, oh.
Which is exciting because honestly, it looked like she was winning. Like,
and then she was
yes,
going at it. Promo
because
was like, oh.
from the looks of it, she almost looks like she's the same size as Ainsley.
I know.
And so it looks like that she's doing like most of the stunts herself, and she's like freaking got Elliot against the wall, like holding him by the jacket.
She shoves him against that wall pretty couple times.
Yes. I'm like,
my mom was in the room because she was like, I hate OC. I'm gonna leave. I'm taking a shower. I'll be back later. And then she sees the promo. She's like, she should kill him. And then she's like, I probably shouldn't say that. And I was like, wow.
I honestly think Nova is going to give Elliot pretty got.
She's gonna get got pretty good, but not dead. I hope he got pretty good because they gotta make it look good. I mean, this is undercover, it gotta look good.
It's gotta make it look good. But I think she was winning.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, that's all they said about the episode was like, homeboy's not made it.
Side note, because I think Ainsley even put it like on Twitter once of like how her Nona was like now in the title credits.
Yeah, she is. She is. They when they took out the Wheatleys and put Nona instead.
I want a Nova, more Nova and Jet scenes because they're both like young cops who I feel like could learn a lot from each other. I feel like the dynamic would be so cool. They both seem to understand like undercover stuff pretty well too, which is
when they probably. I mean, I guess I'll find something for her to do after they take down Webb. If they take down Webb in this last episode.
That Nova is still there, but we have no idea where her sergeant went. Oh.
But no one knows. Maybe they'll, do something with it. We'll see.
She can join organized crime and work with Jet, and that'll be fine.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Also, just side note, because once again, organized crime being good on the representation. One of the first episodes where we ever met Nova.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
I'm gonna get the two confused because they sound alike. So Nona plays Nova. When she gets arrested because she's still undercover, and it's right after like her girlfriend gets shot.
Her girlfriend is dead. She got
shot. She's angry. Ayana's like talking to her, and at one point, Nova's like pissed. She's like, "Why don't you just go home, your lawyer husband, and leave me alone, or whatever?"
Yeah.
And I think,
she's like, Ayana's like my wife.
The way I forget exactly what the line is, but it was so good. It was like, don't
She said something about don't make assumptions about somebody like.
Yeah, don't make assumptions about me and who I go home to. And I was
that's what she says.
Yes.
I'm like,
because now, because like Nova's like, I don't want to play like sisterhood type thing, but then she like realizes that her and Ayana have more in common than she might have thought, and I think now both like with Jet and Nova, they have Ayana as a mentor, and I want them. They've done it a lot with Nova. And I want them to get a bit more of it with Ayana. I know Danielle says there's a scene between her and Ainsley coming up where they literally talk about like things and like possibly
like there's only 2 episodes left. It's something up. It's coming up.
Her and Malachi, but I need to know when this is going to happen.
We have 2 episodes. Like it's either next week or the week after. Like I need to know.
I need it. Also, one thing that made me sad about organized crime that we didn't get is they gotta give us a promo pic of Ainsley beaming.
Oh yeah,
they didn't even use it. I sent you a video of me. Literally, I just started crying. I sent you a video of me crying.
You sure did. We cry a lot, okay, honestly.
I was like, oh my god, I wanted this. Like ever since she said in the article where she's like, I think Jet is learning she can let herself be happy. I cried reading that, and then we got the picture of her smiling. I started very much crying. I'm like, oh my god. And it makes me wonder if it was behind the scenes or it was a promo book, because Ainsley herself, their self, is very smiley and happy. She's like a kind of a contrast from Jet, but we're also seeing a lot of more of like happy, soft, vulnerable Jet now, which
we do. We appreciate.
Like, are you guys trying to
give the answer. Where is the smiling spirit? Where is the smiling scene?
Kalli needs it. Somebody answer her, please. Please answer my best friend.
It is my profile pic now.
It is. She was like, "Can I have it on my profile picture?" And I was like, "Sure."
This is how crazy. This is how much I love this picture. Wicked, my all-time favorite musical, is my profile pic. I changed that for the picture of smiling Ainsley.
Yeah, mine is still Barson Hug.
Is
mine is Barson Hug, and it's been Barson Hug. Which is not even a real scene because they didn't even use that scene. But it's been that since December, and I have refused to change it until we get anything better. It's in my phone wallpaper. I have not changed it. Refuse. I think about it and then I don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of so SVU did not show their promo. It'll probably come out sometime this week. Well, I guess they typically put it in between the episodes, but they slid it. They continued on. However, they probably could have showed them back to back, but they didn't. They just showed the organized crime one. So we do know a little bit about the episode, so we can tell you what we know. We don't tell you much because we don't know that much, but we just know based on like a one little paragraph when the SVU diehard shares. If you need to check out SVU Hearts, they're at the 16th precinct. Check them out.
That's where we get
our info for stuff.
Info and promo pics.
Yeah, so check them out. Oh, so what we do know, the episode is called "Confess Your Sins to Be Free," and it's about a priest. A priest that Carisi knows. I think Carisi knows.
It's his childhood friend who grew up to be a priest and is now a perp in one of their case, which means it's going to be another like Carisi centric and religious episode type thing. But also in the episode, apparently, Burton's coming back and Olivia talks to him. And also, I need to know who thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, we don't need him again, but whatever he's doing, it's two things. Based on the episode title, it's a couple. One, he either does something again, or two, he realizes what he did was wrong. It's called "Confess Your Sins to Be Free."
Did you just say he would do it again?
That's one of the things is that he did it again, and he did whatever he was doing, being creepy again. And thinks he should pay the consequences for it. Or two, he realizes what he did to Olivia and then wants to talk to her to apologize.
I think he said he was never going to apologize, so
you never know. It's been 6 months. So confess your sin to be free. I'm like, maybe. Who knows? We don't know anything about this. All we about know.
And then after that is when we get the finale and we all want to cry.
Yeah, we don't know what OC's finale title is, but we know SVU is a final call up for Lainey's Bar.
Okay, so I have a summary for the episode for SVU. So it says, when the only evidence in a crime is a church confession, Carisi must find another way to prove his suspect guilty. And then Benson agrees to meet with an old friend seeking to make amends for past transgressions.
So I might have been right.
Who freaking decided to write old friend?
They're not friends. Committed a crime.
They're not friends. That's her groomer. Yeah. Say right. I saw people were pissed at that.
Yeah, using that word is incorrect. So. Yeah, they should not have used
used
very much a groomer. Yeah, it's not good. So that's all about now.
Oh, interesting. So I did a little searching for the season finale, and the recurring cast. So not only is so it doesn't say defense attorney anymore.
Exactly. I thought. Well, I didn't think that.
Attorney Rafael Barba. But then it also says that Betty Buckley's in it as Trial Division Chief Lorraine Maxwell. Lindstrom's back.
Oh, and Olivia goes to therapy, baby. Woo!
Oh, please. If she ends up talking about, I don't know, Barbara with Lindstrom, I think I'll cry.
And I'll cry. We're ready to cry. Bring your tissues.
I'm
I said this before. This is that episode will be my first SVU new episode as a 20-year-old. I'm not starting my 20s off sad.
And they literally have a thing about little Forlini's in here. It says Forlini's was an Italian restaurant in Manhattan, which served as an occasional filming location for SVU and various other shows. It closed on April 1st, 2022 after 79 years.
Dang, bro. Forlini's been around a long time.
Yeah. Makes me wonder how they were able to get the place closed. Like, if they didn't start, I don't think they started filming until after that. Like, how'd they get the,
I guess, you asked for special permission. I mean, I guess if Law and Order came to your, like, if Wolf Entertainment was like, yo, let me just borrow your business for a scene, I'd be like, sure. You know?
Okay.
What am I doing?
So this is, and I clicked on Barba, and it says in the thing that he's still defense attorney present, so it makes me wonder, like, what is going on? People, what?
Maybe, well, because the pictures that we do get, that he does get courtroom scenes. But I have we have a lot of questions. Maybe we'll know next week hopefully none of this nonsense. We don't get the trailer. We get the trailer. I need to learn how to talk. When we watch the trailer, we always record our reactions. So we may, as a goof, if y'all want to see that, if you think it's funny or something, we'll let you see our reactions to it because it's actually how we react to trailers is funny. But my aunt is bringing dinner soon, so we have to wrap this up. But oh well.
I'm still here. I'm trying to think of what else we have to say. I don't think anything really.
No, we did writing, but we're not gonna talk about that. We can't.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
We got into some trouble. A lot of trouble. So much trouble. I don't think we can redeem ourselves from that one. We had a very late night conversation of words we never thought we were gonna say.
All you have to know is I'm the one who said it.
Yeah, you recommended this one, and we ran with it.
Well, okay. I got episode titles.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
So the next episode of Organized Crime is called Streets is Watching. And it says when the task force discovers a threat to Stabler's life, the pressure is on to gather all the evidence to put Webb away for good. Donnelly gives the Brotherhood surprising news. Nova is forced to take a drastic step to keep her brother safe.
Ooh, lots of stuff.
Okay,
Man.
so I'm thinking, like, you go kill Elliot, we won't go kill your brother.
Yeah, because her brother's kind of like, he's just, like, the church. He's the pastor of the church that Webb also gives some money to and some more deals. We talked about this a little bit last week. But yeah, it's going to be a wild episode. It's going to be really fun.
Me looking at the casting.
Okay, we got to make this real quick. Go fast. My answer.
I don't see anything about Wee Sam in it, and I am wondering
sad
if they haven't said it yet, or they're not telling us, or if he's not going to be.
Sad.
But,
so we're here for
the Stabler siblings.
Oh, the once we get the Stabler kids, we writing them is kind of fun. Don't really know why.
Kilburn's back in the finale. No, sorry, Kilburn's back next episode. Yeah, Kilbride's back next episode. Nope, Kilbride's in the finale.
It makes sense.
And the finale's called Friend or Foe.
Oh, Friend or Foes. Interesting.
Okay. Think that's it.
That's it. We did it in one take too.
Awesome. It's long, but we did it. Today's episode. That's it for today's episode of The Truth Runs Deep. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let us know if you have anything you want to hear.
About? Yeah.
Or have any questions about our
whatever you want to talk about, so we don't care. As long as you don't bully us, we don't like them. No, okay, I really do. The McCormick's calling for me. Okay. So
bye bye, guys.
Bye.